Hello there and welcome back to Strategic Command World War II War in Europe as we continue our fight to the last bullet against the Wargaming Guy in 1944 D-Day scenario to commemorate the 76th anniversary of D-Day. And well, that will be an interesting turn to see where we stand, especially on the Eastern Front, but also in Albania. I'm curious towards which direction he will move forward. But let's start and see what damage he'll do. Oh, you're not landing anywhere. Air team, yes, beautiful. Amazing, yes. Don't do anything. 8 points, okay. You are going to try to escape. Yeah, you are pretty desperate. No other air power available, I guess. Well, against cities that won't be too helpful. Beautiful job, my friend. Beautiful. Here we go, panzers under attack. And my panzer might die, fortunately. But that was something. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm on the mountains and you're just pummeling me. Yeah, he's done. And probably in low supply as well, so no cheaply. Oh, are you kidding me? So Patton will not die. That's pretty sure. He's moving towards Skopje. So Cetinje has been taken. And Patton survived, unfortunately, for me. So he is kind of moving toward Sofia. Which means I will have to move 2 German units next to Sofia as well. Nothing around here. There's nothing interesting. Yeah, you're not going to land. You're dead. Now Galati is under attack. Defend yourself. To the last bullet, I upgraded your anti-aircraft defense. Yes, 3 points. That's what I wanted to see. 3 points, yes. Why are you losing points? Hold on, we need to hold. No! Why have you done that? We need to finish you off and escape toward Bucharest. You are on the marshes. You must do better than that. Again, here we go. Beautiful. Gorice now under assault. Once more. Beautiful. Yeah, Russians, move back. And this tank will unfortunately die. Just like that. And will he move to encircle Königsberg once more? Or not? Same story over again. Hold your line. Hold it. Again, another tank just like that, smashed through my lines. Nah. Nothing is going to happen around here. Anti-aircraft defense, yes. Beautiful. Here it comes, again, another storm. Hold! Do not retreat! And another shot from tank. No? Only one? Why did he not attack me? I don't understand it. Tanks, anti-tank, panzer scores. 6 garrisons suffering attrition losses. Cetinje, Corfu, a lot of cities liberated. If by liberty he means complete doom, I guess he's right. I guess he is right. So he's trying to escape. Now he's not even in a good supply to operate you. So let's cut him off from supply sources. We know that he's here. Can we actually force march? Yes, we can. So that's nice. Now let's move to the disaster. That is this sector. We'll hold Dubrovnik as long as I can. And I am going to evacuate some of these garrisons. Protect the Holy Land. So I actually need 2 German units, and not you. Let's just try to actually do something against Patton. Not really what I was looking forward to, but alright. Now, actually, Romanians probably will have to die in front of Romania. Galati has been lost. What an unfortunate turn of events. At least we can still destroy you. And as you have provide zone of control, I will be able to move you away. Anyway. They're doing so bad. We definitely will destroy this army. That's such a tough call to make. I'll deal with you last. I'm not doing too well. Let's give some love to Madman Kesselring, maybe. nice entrenchment. Okay, that will do. I want to put a hurt on British because their economy is not doing that well. Do we move? Do we swap you? Try and finish this unit. Let's maybe try. You know what, why not? Ah, damn it, that's pretty huge. Okay. Hopefully that will do just fine. Now here we are not looking forward to anything. Here we go again. 5 supply. This will be the last flight of Luftwaffe. I'm pretty sure of that. Need to reinforce you. Let's take a look at my tanks. Yeah, I can't buy you back cheaply. I can buy these guys cheaply, but it's November 3. We'll see. We'll see. So we take care of this tank. With my air power, the last flight of Luftwaffe, it will be known. Let's de-entrench you. Bye bye. 0 entrenchment. Okay, so we can actually do something now. (5-1) because reasons. Are you kidding me? I need him to move into Amsterdam. Are you kidding me? Do I just do just that and be done with it? He will die, but he will die in glory. Yeah, let's just suicide you. Oh! Are you kidding me? Yeah, who cares? I will disband all of those guys soon. For the remaining MPPs that I can get. If I move you in here, I would have to attack HQ. I can still escape, but only to D6, which means I will not take Amsterdam this turn. Most likely. What am I doing right now? I'm not sure. What a failure, indeed. I will not even comment on that. So how much supply? 5. Okay. That was a mistake, what I've just done. Complete mistake. Well, what's new? Where can we operate you? Definitely not next to Königsberg. Okay, here or there. Let's deal with you. I can operate you if needed, but I need to keep them in bay around here as well. So, you know what? Let's just do that. I'm wondering what to do around here. We probably do not need you anymore in Varna. That's something we can send you somewhere to die. I will operate most of these garrisons away. You can't be operated as you will crash through my railway soon. And those two guys can, so I will remain with those garrisons around. Yeah, around these positions. Bulgarian, Romanian and one German garrison, and two garrisons will be sent to protect other key localizations. We'll see about where that is. Let's go with you. Army first. Do not retreat. Okay. Die. Now I have one free garrison if I one free core if I need it, and probably I will need it. So you count as German unit. So I need only one potential German unit in next to Sofia. Bucharest, of course. In Bucharest I also need two German units. I've got plenty so far. To prevent them from switching sides, that is. Which would be a disaster. That's nice. So we've got you just in case. You will reinforce. You are well dug in. You've got you as a reserve, potentially somewhere, to be used. Which we will probably need. And we know he's got tanks around here, so I will most likely switch those two guys around. Or even move you. Force march you there, I don't know. First of all, let's take a look at my attachments. I would love to reinforce you, for sure. did not take this hex, which means my tanks can cover it necessarily, but I will I'm going to force march you. Cover Königsberg's defense. I think I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to destroy you. Army, no matter. I will destroy you. Of course. I will move. You've got one entrenchment, and I don't think I will have a unit moving to there. I'm going to move my anti-aircraft here, move him back, operate Finnish units in here, and you attach you. Von Manstein, are you attaching correct, guys? Yes. We don't need you being attached, but you will need some much needed von Manstein love. Nine from Siedlce. Do we need some support in there? I think we actually might. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to do around here is swap you two. That's your second heavy artillery. Let's reinforce you. Let's force march you to protect Königsberg. And once more we deny. Hopefully it's inevitable. Let's try to move you around. No. I want him to die from this hex. I might need to evacuate Königsberg, unfortunately. We know he landed, he might have another unit coming in. We are going to reinforce you. Reinforce you. Definitely reinforce you. Damn it. I will attack and get wrecked by his artillery. Now. Got some fresh meat. 2 points. Okay, that's nice. Might be able to finish this core off. Beautiful. You can even deal some points. Of course, you run away. So you are my reserve in the south, and we'll need somebody to help us in the north. Let's take a look at my attachments. Already attacked. You can attach. No. Gorlice unit. Who else are you attaching to? You? Yes. Rich. Let's move you north. As we are trying to deflect the breakthrough attempts in here, in the north. And we'll see to what with this will lead me. So the other question is it time to withdraw from this line? Of course, first of all, I will start with you. I think there is still some sense to defending this hex. Yeah. Let's kill you and evacuate 4 points. 3 points. Ooh. No, I do not like this. I don't see his artillery being in range, which is nice. We can probably kill one of his units. Such a hard call. I would love to operate you to dig in. I need someone to dig in Sofia. Probably this core will have to do. Problem with you is that I can't operate you there. I would love to actually operate him to Sofia. But I don't know if that's feasible. And I would rather have Romanians die in Romania than here. I can't operate it there. Big Bakau is of course at 0. I'm just not in a good enough shape to contend. Okay, so what I'm going to do? He has no units to land, so I don't need this garrison here. I will withdraw you to this position. Operate you to Sofia. You will move here. You will swap. You will force march here. To entrenchment. That's my plan minimum. We can still kill some of these guys off. Hopefully. Are you serious? I've just moved him closer to my lines. Points of entrenchment. I don't want to lose that for nothing. I'm not going to operate it. I kind of need to operate it. Or I can allow you to die in niche maybe. Try and stop you. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So he can free some of my unit next turn. how many MPPs is this? 44. No way. No way I'm doing that. Now we can operate you potentially, but not this turn. I want to... Will he attack? No, he won't. So let's not swap you. Let's just move you here. Oh, fuck. Damn it. And probably you will also be operated away. Just unfortunately. We can't move directly into Athens. So we will force march you, probably. For entrenchment. And nah, not really. So, now we have to consider where can he immediately... Where do we stop him? Maybe let's put it that way. Patch. Yeah, let's move into patch. Athens. Niche. He might go after niche. This is important as well. In here. We will just move there. Hope that they will not deploy in Athens. Those cities we can lose, they don't give me MPPs, those cities do give me MPPs. You are protecting mine, that's important actually. Would love to cover this city. Let's retreat toward Valievo. Yeah. And we will need someone in Belgrade soon. From where, I'm not sure, but we will need someone there for sure. I've forgotten about you, maybe you will actually move to Belgrade instead. Start digging in, but I will think about that one. Not really anything worth my while. Maybe that one, but he's got artillery next to me, so maybe not. Really? And we'll see if he will try to take Königsberg next time. Let's take a look at my incoming reinforcements. 2 cores, better than nothing. That was a mistake. Plain and simply. But we've got now... Well, as long as I kill this HQ, I will be fine, so... It's nice, I guess. But you covered. I need to consider disbanding some of my air power for MPPs. And they are holding the cities, so maybe not really. Damn it. I could have taken his tank out, but I went for HQ. Which means he will have like 5 supply from here. From Amsterdam actually. But he won't have 5 in here. Can we reinforce you? No, because I have to. Alright. Let's move you into Denver. Denver. Actually, what I was considering aerial, but of course I do not have long range amphibious transports, is to attack USA directly. I'm pretty sure that Washington is empty. And that would be a nice blow, but no, that's kind of pointless. Because he's got an alternate capital, as you can see, in Pittsburgh. And of course, you can't move into Washington directly because he has hold of this port and this is a land hex protected. So I would have to actually land in here or take Norfolk and then land a unit in Washington, and I would need 2 long range amphibious units to do that, so not really feasible. to say the least. Now, let's try to cut off his reinforcements now. I can either reinforce him in Vigo, or I can move you to here. Which I will. And we'll see if I will be able to catch some of his guys. So far so good, we are kind of holding. We swap these guys. I don't know. I would love to put some elite reinforcements on you soon, but don't know if that will be... I will be able to actually do that. Nothing happening around here. I'm not sure he actually moved last turn, his units. But well, who cares? I can actually withdraw you from this dangerous, to say the least, position. And you will work as my tactical reserve behind the lines. You are in front of the river, so that's just disastrous. River. No, north, northeast, southeast. That's nice. Probably, yeah. Let's move you away. The railway. Because we might need you. It's nice. We know that he targeted my sub, which means he has a side of me. He's got a vision with long range upgrade. He tried to see what's in Danzig, and as you can probably know, there is still a Romanian cavalry division there, standing strong. And I hope that he won't be able to destroy my tank. We'll see about that. Because my number of tanks that I have available is dwindling rapidly. Now, I would love to put some elites on you as well. What? Maybe swap east call around here. Sure. You can also start withdrawing, but I want to keep him. Oh my god. Oh no, 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 no. I see these guys and I freak out right now. Already moved in. What are we really doing here? No. Or that would be just... I'm not sure what would be worse. Losing Zagreb, because it would surrender the entirety of the country, and in doing that, do I have a railway actually? Yeah, I still would have this railway leading north. That would be just... wow. We will cover Zagreb. I kind of need you here to provide supply. And I would have forgotten to actually move you in here. And I've got you still. How are you doing? 7. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do? 6. Do I just give up on Greece? Or roll a dice for a single turn? Okay, that's pretty desperate, as you can probably... As you probably know for yourself. Especially if he has air power around here that can go into Ploeshti. I don't want him landing in port. It would just be so bad. Of course, moving him here is bad because this 5 supply. Not good. But I do not have anyone available except you. Just... You know what? I might regret it, but... He's useful. He is actually useful as a unit. There. Okay, what do I do around here? A lot, of course, tanks that won't come back until a long period of time. And I need you up on the front line because otherwise he won't have supply. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5 is not enough. I need you here because otherwise they will rebel. You are not really entrenched. I'll have you in Budapest. Fine, fine. Go in there and hope for the best. And we'll have to find a unit to defend Belgrade as well. Now, hopefully he will not move into here. We'll be able to counter him. And maybe I'll be able to free one more unit to defend Belgrade. As the problem here is that he can cut off my railway. So we have only two, but not really, as it will fall quite soon probably. So we have only this railway providing supply to Group Army South. So we need to protect it at all costs. So his HQ will die next turn, he can't escape. He will reinforce this guy, unfortunately, but... Well, we will kill him off then, later on. That was a mistake, I should have went after him. But hindsight is 2020, isn't it? I would be able to actually capture Amsterdam, but... Now it will take me one more turn to actually deal with this. And speaking of dealing with this, let's move you here. Actually, he will need one turn to load up, so I will leave you, allow you to reinforce, and next turn I will move you to Odense. As I think he is waiting to open just waiting for the floodgates to open, so I'm not going to give him that. And I will consider disbanding remaining Luftwaffe Air Force, at least those that are not doing anything, to give me MPPs needed to buy my units back. So these tanks would come just in November ready for winter, it would cost me 252. These guys would cost me, come in September, which is much quicker. And I need 4 of those. So what I'm going to do is buy one of you back. Now what do I have coming in? August 8th. Next turn, August 19th. So two of these units. August 19th, so next turn, after that then 14 days, August 31, 2nd of September. So okay, I've got units coming in. So you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy my tank back. Just like that. Panzer, 1st Panzer will return for duty. Actually, let's take a look at your honors. Did them impressive. You are not doing that well. Probably you are a fresh unit. I want to take a look at my tanks. 1 core, not too good. You might die, so I want to take a look at your beautiful amount of units. Oh, you weren't in here, I believe. On the first go, yeah. Exclusively West unit. Let's take a look at you. You were in the West as well, as we can see, dealing damage. Where else do I have tanks? And I have forgotten to move you on to the railway, haven't I? Yeah. We've got you as well, potentially. What to do with you? Think about that one. I'm not going to put the lids. You especially. Maybe I will be able to take Hague next turn, or maybe not. You know what? I'm going to let him rot in here. I'm going to destroy his HQ and take this hex, cut those units off if he won't switch them or to do something else, and I will let him rot in 0 supply in Hague. But that is for the future, and of course I will bombard Amsterdam as my next target. So we've covered most of these guys. I've covered Bologna because it's important, too important. Actually, you've got how many? 1 point. No, so you can reach there. Can withdraw you, but that's not going to go too well. And we've at least covered these ports, which is significant. He still can bombard me just and take port anyway, but we need to make him pay for it. At least that. Okay, so got 25 MPPs remaining. So let's upgrade Warsaw. What did he bump? This, or not really. We will move 1 hex back. As it's just probably 2. That's probably what's going to happen. He will break me in here. Either this or this guy. He's got just too much around here. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he's reached level 5 of tanks. This is heavy tanks, yeah. Is this level 5? I'm not sure. But if it is, then our last advantage has been lost. And I'm already bumping a lot, so let's upgrade Warsaw, anti-aircraft defense. And of course your problem is that you do not have anti-aircraft defense, but you will die. Anyway, so that's that. And he probably won't attack. He might, but who knows. And actually, let's take also a look at the reports. Research diplomacy. Did he invest diplomacy? No. So I don't think he will anymore anytime soon, which is great. Because he has money to spend, and bringing Turkey to war, for example, would be huge for him. Spain, maybe as well, but Spain is a bit closer towards me than Turkey, which would take longer. But any help he could get, that would be nice for him. But also, let's take a look at losses. Not much, but we also did not lose that much last time comparing to this disaster. So that's also significant. National morale 50%. And actually I have checked the manual, and it's not 50%, it's 40% national morale. The thresholds are 110 to get multiplier to while calculating morale of 1.1. Of course 100% is 1, 90% is 0.95, 75% is 0.9, and 40% is 0.85. So we've still got some buffer there, but of course the issue is that Königsberg would lose us a lot of national morale, and all those capitals are now in danger. And they are national morale points as well. So that's something also to consider. Okay. Damn it. Who's that? Montgomery. Okay, he is not going anywhere. We know that for a fact. Okay, so that will be it. Let's talk to him. Oh, that would be something. Fear. Okay, what now? What to do now? How much space do I have? Not really that much, so nothing else to say. And it's another turn that we hold the line in Poland. How many hexes away from Berlin? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 hexes away, so we need to like stop him 1 hex by a turn and we'll be fine, but so far he is not in range for his paratroopers to land anywhere around here, so that's nice. These guys are worrying me. Like taking Bydgoszcz would be huge for him. Of course I would have to destroy him then. Questions with what? So how many units do we receive for the next turn? 2. And the garrison. Okay. So probably garrison will dig into Berlin or somewhere else that I need to dig into. Maybe actually Bydgoszcz itself, seeing that he is around here. But we'll see if he will actually deploy his units to attack me. Warsaw is upgraded with anti-aircraft defense. We've got you as well, which is nice. Actually, you know what? No, he does not have enough units to attack Warsaw right now, so maybe that is... Yeah, let's leave you where you are. They're all attached, okay. They are all attached. Okay, let's detach you. We need Finnish unit to be attached, so let's detach you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Is it 6? Okay, so we've got one more attachment. Actually, you will attach to Finnish unit. Let's take a look at that. 93. $100. No, I'll let you. And without attachment, you're dead. 62. So I will let von Manstein attach to Finnish unit. Probably he will bombard it with anti-aircraft defense, but I've got you here for it. Without an entrenchment, unfortunately. But we've got still 2 tanks and 1 mechanized unit to protect my flank, as his push in the south is not that strong, it seems. We'll leave you in there. Okay, that will be it. Now, did I save the game? I'll do it once more, just to make sure. Did you attack actually? Cluj, I don't think you did. I would love nothing more than... Okay, you're not an army, which means I can actually move you 1 point. Bam! Bye bye, 168 morale points for me, and now we are fine. I would also love to just retake this hex, but I would lose a ton of entrenchment, and I already saw that he has air power around here. Maybe moving you. I just want this. Actually, it's not important. This railway is not effectively working because the Debrecen is too low in supplies. That's not really important. And you had only 1 entrenchment, so who cares? And 1 more unit is destroyed. So now let's save once again. Because I don't want to see anything crazy happening. Again. Hopefully he has 0 supply around here. And let's see some atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Oh my Jesus. Is it time? Are we the last Axis member standing? 135 MPPs. Norway income still looking good. Not a single turn he raided Norway, I believe. That's nice. And that will be it for this turn. So, of course, there is no bad weather, but it's summer. He was quite lucky when it comes to weather in this game overall, so I'm not really surprised about that. But that will be it for this turn, so thank you for watching. Go and check the Wargaming Guy turn, and I will see you next time.